Vanessa, Guerra. The pursuit of happiness is the most ridiculous phrase. If you pursue happiness, you'll never find it. As quote by C.P. Snow. Good evening. I am from Ecuador, and I'm an exchange student at Juniata College. Studying abroad has been one of the best experiences of my life. Over the course of this year, I have realized that being happy is easier than everybody says, and that those who can laugh without a reason are happier than those who are still looking for the secret formula to pursue happiness. Despite the fact that most people believe that success is the key to happiness, that happiness is something we receive, and that happiness is achieved individually, I'm here to tell you that all of that is a big lie. Today, through my limited experience, I want to dispel these three myths we use to pursue happiness in the 21st century. The first myth I dispel is that success is the key to happiness. For many years, we have had the mistaken idea that in order to be happy, it's necessary to have work and play, family and travel opportunities, progress and health, personal achievements, diverse social life, and so on. But do we really need all that in order to be happy? No. The richer and more consumerism societies in the world are those who statistically record more cases of crime, depression, anxiety, and suicide. Because happiness is not about consumerism. Happiness is about passion. As the Mexican Miguel Ángel Cornejo said, when your body trembles from that burning desire to achieve a dream, and despite of how tired you are, you don't stop fighting, you have found the inexhaustible power of passion. The purest passion will bring you to happiness. That is why the one who gives of himself to art without limits is called an artist. The one who praises love is called a poet. Those who give of themselves to their children without knowing borders of kindness are called parents. The one who fights tirelessly to make the impossible possible. The one who gives of herself to a dream. The one who gives of himself to forge a new dawn is called happy. Success is not the way to happiness. Happiness is the way to success. If you love what you do, you will be happy. The second myth I dispel is that happiness is something we can pursue or receive, because happiness is something to give. True happiness will come when you look for it for others and give them your love. For example, when I first joined a volunteer group in Ecuador called Un Techo para mi país, that in English means a roof for my country, I was convinced that I was going to change the lives of the families to which we built houses. By the end, I realized that were those families the ones who changed me. I decided that despite my fatigue, for the rest of my life, I'll give all of myself and my future as an architect to see once again the life of Maria, an 80-year-old indigenous woman who was building a new dream with her new house. Because that day, I felt happy. Happiness is also like true love. It is given unconditionally. As it says in Corinthians 13, 4-7, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking. It keeps no records of wrongs. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes. True love is when you decide to do everything possible to make the person you love happy. Last but not least, I'm here to dispel the myth that happiness is something we can achieve individually. We need to pursue collective happiness before we'll ever find individual happiness. It's necessary to recognize that we are not alone in this world and that we do have a world to which we must respond. That is why I hope you recognize all your capabilities and leave this world in a better condition than you found it. I hope you understand that although we are not responsible for the world into which we were born, we are responsible for the world our children inherit. It's time to change. Don't wait until it's too late. As William Wallace said in Braveheart, when dying in your beds many years from now, you would be willing to trade all the days from this day to that for one chance, just one chance, to come back here and change the world. If you want to be happy, I hope you dare to commit to the greater good and become an agent for change, an agent for happiness. In conclusion, if you want to be happy, it's necessary to recognize that happiness is not about success, but it's about passion. That happiness is not something we receive, but it's something we give. And that in order to be happy, we have to look for a collective happiness and not just for your own. There's no better time to be happy than today. And being happy is easier than it looks. To be happy is to recognize all the flavors of life. As the French book, The Little Prince, says, it is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. To be happy is to recognize in nature the greatness of God. To be happy is to watch the river, the sky, the flowers. To be happy is to feel the beating of your heart. Today, I invite you to work like you don't need the money, to love like you have never been heard, to sing like no one is listening, to dance like no one is watching, and to give until it hurts, so at the end of the day, you can smile and say, I am happy.